What's up, YouTube? Thanks everybody for tuning in. We had a little bit of trouble with my microphone right before we went live, but I think we are live now. I've already done this once, so I'm hoping that that's actually the case. And I think we're only a couple of minutes late. We actually got this recovered fairly quickly. Welcome to First Friday on Ready, Set, Drone. It is the first Friday of March 6th, 2020, if you can believe it already. And I've got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, a lot of stuff to give away, etc. Man, it's been a crazy day. I just heard today that South by Southwest was canceled, which if you don't know what South by Southwest is, it's a big music and film and education, a whole bunch of different topics here in Austin. And my company, my video production company, was scheduled to do a ton of work for South by, and now it's all kind of up in the air. I don't think we're doing it, and so that means, do we get paid for it? And so my time just opened up a little bit, but I may need to borrow a few bucks. So, but it's kind of interesting with all this stuff that's going on with the coronavirus and such. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. People freaking out a little bit, and I can understand a little bit of it, but I do think that maybe there's a bit of panic going on. I'm not going to pontificate on that too much. I do want to say that Thomas is helping me out tonight. Thomas works for my video production company, Sparksight, and he is my technical director. And actually, none of the problems have been his fault. They've all been my fault. I'm teaching him how to use Wirecast and the ATEM switcher and a bunch of other stuff that we're using. We're actually using the little Rode Go mic tonight, plugged directly into the ATEM switcher. So I would be curious, and Thomas is monitoring the chat for me since I didn't even have time to set that up. If you guys think the audio sounds pretty good, I usually use one of those big Rode USB mics, but tonight I'm using this Rode Go mic. I love this thing for a single source. I've been recording all my videos directly into the camera with it, and I think it sounds great. But we're plug this into the ATEM switcher, and the other reason we did it that way is because we're hoping that there won't be a sync issue. In the past, we've had audio and video get out of sync, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks to Thomas for sticking around after work and helping me do this. He's a trooper. So tonight on the show, here's some things I was hoping to do. Well, first of all, I do want to give a big shout out to the Ready, Set, Drone flight crew. You guys stick with me through thick and thin. I really, really appreciate it. Everybody out there who's in the flight crew, if you don't know what that is, it's a group that joined the channel, they support the channel, and they make a small donation every month to kind of help me keep my sanity, etc.
Speaking of flight crew, you just got a $4.99 super chat from the Grumpy Vlog.
Oh, hey, Lloyd, thank you. I just heard from Thomas, since I don't have it in front of me, that I got a super chat from you. So thank you, and thank you for all your support. It was fun being on your show the other night. By the way, I really enjoyed Lloyd's show. He had Greg from Australia on. He had, of course, Mel on. And it's just fun hanging out with those guys. So thanks for letting me come on the other night and join you, and thank you for the super chat. But again, the flight crew, you guys are awesome. I hope if everybody in the flight crew doesn't have a flight crew t-shirt yet,
$10 super chat from Steve Carpenter.
oh man! All right, when it rains, it pours. Let's that's the South by Southwest silver lining, hopefully coming out. So again, thank you to the flight crew. You guys are awesome. If anybody in the flight crew does not have a t-shirt yet, let me know, or the stickers, the new stickers that I just sent out. I think I sent those out to everybody, but if I missed anybody, I apologize. Hit me up, Kelly at Ready, Set, Drone, and let me know who you are, your shirt size, and I will send you one if you don't already have one. I know a lot of you do because I saw the video clips you sent me. So that said, very long preamble to tonight's show, especially considering it's been such a crazy day with, again, South by stopping, South by Southwest canceling is a huge deal in Austin. That would be like the Super Bowl canceling right before it canceled in any other city. I mean, it's like 400,000 people come here. Economically, it's just not a good thing. But that said, we're gonna have a good time tonight and not focus on that. As I said, shout out to the flight crew, shout out to Thomas. And then what we're gonna talk about tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about 360 cameras. Now, the really cool thing is I just spent some time in Colorado with Ed Ricker and with Sean Oz, and we used two different 360 cameras, the Insta360 One X as well as the GoPro Max, both of which are awesome 360 cameras. I really like the GoPro Max, but we're gonna talk a little bit about those. Oh, and Philip has one, and he's gonna show us some stuff he did with his, which is awesome. we're going to give away 2 different Potensic drones. I've got the A30 here and an A20. Now these 2 are like big and little brother. And if you haven't seen the video I did on these, they're basically the simplest drones ever. They have line of sight. They have a little light in the front, no camera, no app. It's just fun flying, 3 rates. Really simple little drones to fly on. This one, actually, the one here, this is the black one. Actually, the blue one here is actually already won by somebody. So in my review of this, I gave instructions to go over to another video, make a certain comment, and if you did, and by the way, are you on the other camera?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's see. We're using 2 cameras tonight. We're getting fancy. If you went and made that comment, then you were entered to win this, and I did pick a winner out of all those comments. Thank you guys for doing that, and I will announce it tonight as to who won this, and we'll send it off. And then I'm also going to give away one of these others as well. I'm going to also give away a Ready Set Drone t-shirt, not particularly this one, but I have all different sizes. So if you want a RSD t-shirt, that is, I think I have all the way from small to triple XL. So no matter what your t-shirt size, unless you're quadruple XL, in which case I might get you one made, I will be giving one of those away. And then I also am going to announce the subscriber of the month. I want to give a big shout out to Addy Overbeeke, who was January subscriber of the month, as well as Tater Rogers. Tater, I don't know if you're in the chat. Have you seen Tater Rogers in the chat yet? I hope so. Tater's an awesome songwriter and great guy. I sent him a prize package that includes, I don't know, Thomas, have you even seen this yet?
No, I have not.
The brand new Ready Set Drone Yeti tumbler. So these are pretty legit for keeping your hot and your cold. And Tater's one of the few people in the world that actually has. I only got 10 made, and Tater has one of them. So congrats to Tater. But the next winner of the subscriber of the month will be receiving one of these as well, and we'll announce that a little while later in the show. And then what else do we got here? Oh, the biggest thing. Well, we're going to talk to Philip, of course. That is a big thing. But the biggest thing we've got going tonight, I finished that video. So everyone who sent me footage of the video that I asked for, like them flying a drone or with a drone, everybody who sent me footage, I want to say thank you. That video, it's not quite finished. It's 90% finished, but we're going to premiere it tonight. And I hope you all like it because I put a lot into it. That'll be at the end of the show. And we'll try to keep the show down to about an hour. Hopefully an hour if everything goes well and we don't crash and burn like last time I did First Friday. So let's go check in with Philip. I'm going to put on my headphones, which are running all the way back over there, Thomas. We didn't realize that would be an issue. But how we looking? Philip, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, awesome. Well, it is good to hear your voice. Where are you?
I am just an hour and a half from Key West. So
nice.
It's Long Key, Florida.
Eastern time zone. Yes. Hold on.
You have a $22.99 super chat from Mark's Drone Works.
Mark's Drone Works from Australia.
The message is a super chat to thank you for distracting me at work, Kelly. Work for myself, so it's all good.
Hey, Mark, thank you. And by the way, I did get your footage, and it is included in the video, which we're going to premiere tonight. Philip, you know about this video, but you haven't even seen it yet. This is a kind of compilation of a bunch of people who have given me footage from this community, and I can't wait to show it. But back to you. Where did you say you are? Florida?
Yeah, Long Key, Florida. It's near Key West, Florida.
Cool. And is it pretty there?
Oh yes, 100%.
Nice.
In fact, you'll see a little bit of that in the video.
Yeah. Well, so you guys have been RVing for a bit. You've kind of stuck to the south, mostly staying in beaches and stuff like that. What's been your favorite place so far?
Here, 100%. Okay. It's a really nice resort. I'm part of a membership program, more or less, that makes it so it's really cheap. But if you were to stay here normally outside of that membership, it's $900
wow.
a month. No, sorry, $900 a week minimum. That's for the bad spots.
Wow, that is quite a bit. So you have the Gulf side or the Atlantic side?
So I'm technically on the, I guess you could call it the Gulf side. It's more of a bay because there's no actually Gulf of Mexico there. But okay. I've been on both sides.
And clear, clean water, all that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. It's really clear.
So, Thomas, can we take a look at that sunset that Philip shot? Philip did a really cool sunset time lapse. And where was this?
This is here. So this is still at the long key.
Okay. And what did you shoot that with?
That was actually the iPhone XS Max.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, it's beautiful. Absolutely a gorgeous spot. And then you had mentioned, as a matter of fact, guys, if you don't know about Philip's channel, it's called Outdoorish, and it's about living in an RV. So if you're ever considering doing that, getting a job where you can support yourself and drive around the country, Outdoorish is a good channel to subscribe to. Philip and Megan, his wife, took a little adventure. Should we take a look at that? And Philip, I just muted it so you can talk over it. So talk to us about what's going on.
Okay. It looks like we're on the wrong.
Oh, you played the wrong video.
Oh, this is the parasailing one?
Yeah, it's parasailing.
Oh, yes.
Hold on, Thomas.
By the way, if I keep on stopping, it's because I have audio in my ears. It's messing me up. But, so this is actually Key West. And at Key West, we did an all-you-can-do package, basically. You can do 12 different things, including jet skiing. You went on a catamaran. There's like inflatables and stuff, and you could snorkel at a sunken ship. And one of the things you can do is parasailing. And my wife and I love parasailing. This is our second time doing it together. And this is shot with the GoPro Max.
Okay, and how do you like the Max? Because Sean Oz is a huge fan of the Max and used it quite a bit while we were in Colorado.
So you know my opinion of the Insta-1, right?
Yeah, you're not a big fan.
Yeah, it's 100% flipped. Like, I love the GoPro Max.
One of the things that Sean is really excited about with it is the fact that you can use it as just a normal like GoPro Hero, as well as a 360 camera. And also it has a screen on it, which is really nice, so you can see what's going on. And the footage I saw just looked amazing. I mean, this stuff of you guys parasailing. So did you have to go in and post and pick the direction?
Yeah, but it was super easy. Like the app is, I haven't used the Insta-1 app in a while, but the app for the GoPro is basically, it's super easy. I just choose keyframes and then move the camera around, and I can move it any way that I want to, and it even exports it very quickly.
So as you're flying over the ocean, did you see any sharks or dolphins, or can you see down into the water and see fish and stuff?
So unfortunately, there was bigger waves than normal because it was really windy and stuff. So the water was a little bit murky that day. But typically, you should be able to see, probably at least a few deep, if not all the way down to the more shallow areas. Yeah, we didn't see any wildlife while we were here.
So one thing that would be fun, if you do this again, is to let me be on the boat and fly a drone, like kind of buzz you guys,
Yeah, definitely.
To do that.
You'll have to come visit us when we're in Florida next time.
Would they let you fly a drone? You think if you guys permission, you think they'd let us do it?
So the only issue is that there were lots of people parasailing that day, so there were other outfits running parasails as well. That combined with the fact that Key West is an iffy area for flying because there's an airport nearby. So I think out on the water might be fine, but yeah.
Wow. Well, I also that brings up an interesting point. I wonder if a drone or a parasail is considered an aircraft. Technically, if you, obviously you don't want to injure somebody who's on a parasail, but if you were taking it, that would actually be really interesting whether you could fly near it or not. So
yeah, that is a good point. I think paragliders and stuff are considered aircraft, so I'm not sure if it's going to be considered or not. But
it was fun.
Yeah, it was totally fun.
Okay, cool. Well, can you bring the camera back for us, Thomas?
Yeah.
Bring us back to the two of us. And so, are you staying there for a while, or are you going somewhere else, or what are you going to do?
So we are leaving on Saturday, we're going to go back up to the Everglades area. So that's near Everglades National Park, as well as where we
Nice.
just stayed at Big Cypress National Preserve. We stayed at Monument Lake there. Did complete boondocking with just generator power, basically. But we'll be back in the Everglades and then up to Orlando, and then we're going to head back over to Texas for a couple weeks.
Well, that's cool. Are you coming back through Austin?
No.
Okay. Well, I did want to show one other clip of the 360 Max. Can you go ahead and roll the slide? It's Kelly on the slide clip.
Yep.
And check this out.
You gotta get tired.
I'm only here like a couple hours a day.
Get your legs straight out there.
So we played that from the live show in Colorado, and I just thought it was such a great clip, and it shows what you can do with the 360 camera, and also, you know, the tiny globe, tiny world thing you can do. I will say I do want to try out the new Insta360 1R, but now that I've seen you with it and Sean Oz with it, I'm really kind of sold on maybe getting one of the GoPro Maxes.
I will say one thing about the GoPro Max. If you get the official tripod accessory, despite the fact that your GoPro is, you know, good for water and everything, that thing is not. So I took it into the pool, and then it got splashed by salt water at like a tourist trap that we were at. So it didn't actually go into salt water. And then whenever I was trying to, it's one of those twisty ones, just like with the Insta one, and it just locked up.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't get it loose. And when I tried to get it loose, it popped off.
Oh.
So
what is that still the condition it's in, or were you able to get it fixed?
So the place that I bought it from was actually really nice, and they just exchanged it for me.
Nice. Well, so you mentioned about the Insta360 1R. I'm curious if anybody in the audience has one of those. So unfortunately, coronavirus is just messing up a whole bunch of things, South by Southwest. Also, I was supposed to get the drone kit from Insta360, and they have told me that it's basically not available till this all blows over. So that kind of sucks, but I'm excited to try it. I understand you have to fly in Addy mode because it does block the GPS, but the footage just looks insane. I have put a 360 camera on my drone before, but not as nice a one as this. So there you go.
I'm kind of curious if it's actually an issue, or if it's just something that they're, I guess, pushing so that they don't mark something that's not right. You know, I wonder if you can somehow get a little bit of GPS signal, but it just blocks some of the satellites, or what?
Yeah, I would think they're probably, if they're smart and they don't want to get in trouble, they're probably positioning it as worst case scenario, and it would really depend on where you were and some other things. But does anybody in the chat have the 361R with the, I guess it's the Mavic 2 kit? I'm curious if anybody's had any issues with GPS. Phil and Thomas is keeping an eye on the chat again.
There's a little bit of a stream delay, but I'll let you know.
Okay. So I wanted to go ahead and say who won the first Potensic A30, which is this one right here. And it's a really fun little drone. Actually, can you bring the picture of the Potensic A30 up?
Yep.
Should be the A30 and the A20.
Yep.
It's this guy right here. A couple of things I really like about it. There's no app. There's no camera. I think there is a version with the camera, but this is just a bright LED. And it comes with a battery that slots into the back really easily. On the Potensic A20, you have to plug it in and then kind of cram the battery door closed. But with this one here, it fits in really easily. Anyway, so the instructions on how to win this were to go to from the video about the A30 to the video about the A20 and comment A20. And a lot of people did that. Thank you. And from the randomizer 10,000, the winner was chosen, and we're going to show it right now. It's David Thompson. I know there's a couple of names on this. I didn't have time to crop it. But David Thompson, I don't know if you're watching right now, but thank you for watching the video and for participating. And I think you said you were new to drones. So I'm going to get in contact with you and send you this Potensic A30, and hopefully it'll be a good first drone for you. One of my first drones was the SEMA X5C, which you guys have heard me go off about how great that is. It's this is actually better for indoor flying than the SEMA, so I'm a big fan. So congratulations to Dave Thompson for winning this sucker. So anything else, Philip? Anything else exciting going on?
Not really.
No? I'm going to go grab my
I-
phone so I can see comments. I think that would be smart.
Yeah.
I am teaching my wife how to edit videos, so that's a good thing. It's
Teaching
also
her how to do what?
interesting. Edit videos.
Nice. So is
So
she doing the outdoors videos?
Hopefully, that's the plan. We have like 4 or 5. I'm waiting for her to, so that way we can.
That would actually be awesome, right? If you could get her to do that.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, I'm turning the volume down here. Oh, now I can see some of the comments. All the congrats. Chris Hope, Steve Carpenter, Grumpy Vlogger, The Drone Ranger, Brad, Artco. It's like I opened up the chat and Larry KD2RDH, who I don't think I've met yet, but everybody else, 400 AGL. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Much appreciated. It's really good to see you guys here, see you in Mel's live streams, in the Grumpy Vloggers live streams. And Chris Hope, if you get up early enough on the weekend, you can see it on his too. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in.
So Matt did confirm that he has an SSD that covers the top of the tube, and it actually affects the back.
That's why you lose GPS?
Yeah, well, he has a different accessory that covers the top, and apparently it does.
Okay. And I've had people saying that, Philip, your audio is a little bit lower and a little choppy. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. And Thomas has a comment.
Joel Gress wants to know, does the A30 have altitude hold?
Oh, it does not, but the stick is self-centering, the throttle stick. So basically, when you get it to a certain height, if you let go of the stick, it stays at that height, but it's not doing it through a barometer, which is what most altitude holds use. Super easy to fly, though. Stingray Aerial Solution says, what? Chris Hope has a show? Yes, Chris Hope does sunrise flights most Sunday mornings. So if you get up at Sunday early, probably around sunrise Central Time, you can watch Chris Hope doing his morning show. And Chris Hope is the man. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, definitely go over. And he supports all the channels. I just love seeing him in the chat. So thank you. 15-minute sunrise live with the Sunday Sunrise group. That's what Chris says. Very cool. Anyway, so I feel like I wanted to talk about one other thing, and before we give anything else away, and that is my new crush, my new love, which is the Tinyhawk series. Let me see if I can grab a Tinyhawk out of here. You gotta grab him by the tail or it'll bite you. Where are you guys? Oh, there's one. I got one. Reaching into the Tinyhawk bin, and let's see which one we got. In the Tinyhawk bin, we pulled out, I'm gonna guess, ooh, the Tinyhawk, which one is this? Tinyhawk 2SS. Or maybe it's just the Tinyhawk S. These little guys have made me so much better of an FPV flyer. I've been practicing a lot, trying to get better in acro mode, and I finally am getting to where I can fly comfortable in acro mode. And if everybody saw the video that was done about the Tinyhawk 2 race, which is in there somewhere, it is pretty hard to fly. And because it's harder to fly, it makes this one easier to fly. And why is that? Because this is a 1S, less powerful, less punch. It's got ducted motors. I'm just a big fan of the Tiny Whoops in general and the Tinyhawk Tiny Whoops, which I think Tiny Whoop is actually a brand as well, so I'm probably misusing it. But if you guys haven't had a chance to fly a Tiny Whoop, please do. And if anybody, I should definitely give more of them away. This is a good place to start, the Potensic, because you can fly it indoors, line of sight. But when you put on those goggles and start flying FPV, it's just absolutely insane. Okay, so all of that said, I do want to announce the big announcement. One of the big announcements is the subscriber of the month. So everybody knows the subscriber of the month is a person who is usually in the chats, not just for my show, but for other people's chats. There's a lot of people in the chat tonight that have been past subscribers of the month. Shane from We Are V the Johnstons, Steve Carpenter, Chris Hope, Brad. These guys have been big supporters of the online drone community. And I will give a shout out to Tater Rogers. I don't think Tater's in tonight. I know he did receive my package, and he said he was going to do a unboxing video of it. I need to go check that out. But and then Addy Overbeeke, who was a guy I met at Spin Up, was for January. But this month, the March subscriber of the month is from way up north, where it's cold and windy still. It is Bill Brooks from Metro Drones. Bill and his wife came down for Spin Up. We got to hang out with them. They did such a great job of helping us get Spin Up organized, get it set up, and even helped us take it all down and do all the food and catering and stuff. So huge props to Bill and Sandy. Thank you guys for being so awesome and such a big part of the drone community. And I think before my live stream crapped out last time from bad internet, I think Bill actually won the A20. The Potensic A20, and I never sent it to him. So Bill, I'm definitely getting you one of these. I think you're a coffee drinker, or at least hot chocolate. So if it's cold up there and you need something to keep your drink warm, this is it. You can think of me. Get you a T-shirt, couple of drones, all that good stuff. Thank you, Bill, for being so awesome. If you guys haven't met Bill, oh, there he is. Yeah, Bill's in the chat. Thank you. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering why some people have bigger little emblems on their chat icon, it's because they've been members of the Ready Set Drone flight crew for longer. The longer you're in, the bigger that emblem gets. And then if you have a Ready Set Drone logo like Brad, you've been in forever. And I really appreciate it. So all of that said, I'm going to get right to the chase. The thing I've been waiting for, even more than the subscriber of the month, and again, congrats to everyone who's been it in the past, and congrats to Bill. I want to play this video. This is something that I thought of probably 2 years ago, and it's something that I really want to have wanted to do for a while. I got some help from a couple of friends putting this together, musically, and then I got some help from a whole bunch of people sending me footage. Now, this is not quite final, but I wanted to have it close enough that I could play it for you guys. So this is the greatest song about drone flying ever written. It's my tribute to you all. So let's.
When I fly, I won't fly alone. I'm gonna fly with Ready Set Drone. 'Cause Ready Set Drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free, flying with friends is the life for me. 'Cause Ready Set Drone is my community. Goggles and rotors and FPV, props and motors and ESCs, gimbals and cameras are what we used to fly. Sharing stories and swapping tales, amazing triumphs and epic fails. And will you know if you don't ever try? Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. Spin up your props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying it alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Ready, set, drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free. Flying with friends is the life for me. Cause Ready, set, drone is my community. Ready, set, drone. Spin up the props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends who'll make you feel so free. Fly with friends who'll make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so free.
All right. So I don't know why that song was stuck in my head for months and months before I finally got it recorded and put out there. And so I just, it's kind of cheesy, it's kind of silly, but I just, it sticks in your head. I will say it's like a little earworm that climbs in there. What'd you think, Philip?
That is so you, very corny.
That's what my wife said too. She was like, "This sounds like a song you'd sing at camp." I was like, "Yeah, maybe so." But no, I'm gonna release the. I need to do a couple of edits. That was what that shot you sent me over today for was, Philip, on the boat. And so I'm gonna do a little bit more editing to it, and then I'm gonna actually make it my channel. You know, I have a channel video. It's kind of like your main channel video.
Yeah.
So that's what it's gonna be. But yeah. Thanks, you guys, for all sending the footage. Very much appreciated. It was funny because I didn't think I'd have enough footage. And then when I started putting it all in, I realized I had to almost cut it short. And yeah, pretty awesome. So I do want to do a duet with Tater Rogers, 100%. So, and Tater, you were part of my inspiration when I heard you're digging up drones and all those other songs. I was like, man, I got to do that too. So I wrote the lyrics and the music. And then I played the melody, or the chords. And then a friend of mine named Vinny, who helps me shoot a lot of drone videos. You've seen him before in some of my videos. He's the guy when the video looks really good, he shot it. He's also a musician and did the vocals and the playing for me. So anyway, really, really fun stuff. Thank you guys for the positive comments.
My videos suck whenever I shoot them.
Well, Philip, I will say that there are people who are a little better at this than both of us, including Vinny. So, but I do want to say the contest. I thought of what the contest should be. Now this is going pretty deep, so I don't know if we're going to actually get any right answers. So if you got it over there, Thomas, and also make sure, Thomas, that you're on not top chat but live chat. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So that you can see everything.
Yes.
So, I'm going to give away a Ready Set Drone T-shirt, and I have actually two A30s. I'm going to give away the second A30 second A30. There's a black one and a blue one. So the blue one goes to David Thompson. The black one will go to the winner of this, along with the Ready Set Drone T-shirt. Who can tell me who the woman dancing at the end, towards the end of the video, is? She was somebody that I interviewed for a video. She is a drone pilot, and she has a screen name, big Instagram following. I'm not going to give any more clues. Let's see if anybody else knows who that was. It was somebody dancing close to the end, and I'll give you another hint. I was at a DRL event. Yeah, that might be kind of tough, especially if you weren't, unless you just absolutely knew who it was. I'll give it like 10 more seconds, and if nobody has the answer, we'll switch over and I'll ask a different question for that.
Yeah, I know it's a DRL, but even I don't know who that is.
It was not Young 360, but good guess.
The drone girl?
Was not the drone girl. The drone girl was in the video flying. Sally French, who's awesome, by the way. Yes, Mayan High, Austin Powers. Well done. Wow, that's I didn't think anybody would actually get that. Yeah, she's awesome. So Mayan High is an FPV flyer. She's got a great Instagram feed. She's a great drone pilot. She doesn't fly for DRL, but she showed up at the event, and I think she's like half Scottish and half German or something. So anyway, I just, my wife, I pulled that clip out from the interview. I was kind of just looking through all this old footage, and I'd pulled that clip out a long time ago and thought, I'm going to use this in something. So it worked out pretty well. But yeah, it was Mile High. So Austin Powers, I don't think we've met unless you're somebody with a secret screen name that I don't know about. But if you can hit me up at, let's see, I have contest@readysetdrone.com. Send me something to prove you're you. Maybe a link to your YouTube channel or something, so I know that you're the real Austin Powers. You see, sharks with lasers. Man, Philip, are you impressed that somebody knew who that was?
Actually, yeah. It took. I had found the answer, but at the same time as them. But based on the way that they put it in, I don't think they guessed. Well, I don't think they looked it up. I think they actually guessed.
What do you even search for to find that? Like DRL drone race?
Ready,
girl?
set, drone. Yeah.
Oh.
I looked at your video and I skipped around until I saw it.
Oh, okay. So you can do it. Well, congrats to Austin Powers. Congrats to David Thompson. Congrats to Bill Brooks from Metro Drones. You guys are awesome. Congrats to Philip for being in an amazing spot and having a lot of fun. Do you work ever, Philip?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Basically every day.
Basically. Got to put it in.
I'm gonna grab Butters real quick. Tater wants to see Butters.
Yeah, let's see Butters. How's Butters' Instagram page going? If you guys don't know, there is an Instagram page called Butters the Corgi, dedicated to Philip's corgi, Butters, who is a very cute but very loud dog, and is probably, next to Jenga, been on the most live shows of any of the dogs in the world. Hey, and also, guys, I am working really hard right now to try and find the location for Spin Up 2020. I'm thinking September is what's currently in my head, time-wise. I would love it. I asked this before when we were in Colorado, but I would love it if everybody kind of let me know in the chat, because I'll watch this again. I am really considering Colorado. I think it might be a cool place to do it. Sean has offered to kind of help facilitate a lot of the logistics and stuff. And that town that he lives in is beautiful. And there's a community center there that I think wouldn't be too expensive. I don't think you can fly at the community center because it's kind of right in the middle of town. I mean, maybe you can. But there is the lake nearby, the frozen lake that he and Sean and Ed Ricker and I went out on. And by the way, big shout out to Sean and Ed for getting together in Colorado. That was so much fun. If you haven't gone to Ed's channel to watch him fly his Mavic Mini at 12,000 feet, you should go because it was quite an experience. And Sean's as well. Sean has a great channel. Those are great guys. So, so what's Butters up to?
Well, she went swimming, and it wasn't voluntary. She actually fell out of the kayak.
Oh yeah. I remember when we took her to Lake Travis, she wasn't a huge fan of being in the water. What did she think about the ocean?
She actually likes being on beaches, but she doesn't like being in deep water.
Okay. Feels like she's going to get eaten by a shark.
Something like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I don't have a whole lot more planned, and I'm feeling a little bit, I wish I had a laptop with the comments and stuff. I keep looking down my phone to see them. But again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Philip for being here and Thomas for doing the technical direction. And I'm going to start at 6 a.m. next First Friday so that I'm ready. Because we actually started doing this around 4:30 thinking we would be done. And then we had some technical things. But it was a lot of fun. No internet issues. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching Ready, Set, Drone. I will send out prizes. Austin Powers, reach out to me so I can get yours to you. And I will definitely get David Thompson, and Bill, I'll be sending you a package as well. Let's take a look at that video one more time on the way out. And thank you guys for tuning in.
When I fly, I won't fly alone. I'm gonna fly with Ready, Set, Drone. 'Cause Ready, Set, Drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free. Flying with friends is the life for me. 'Cause Ready, Set, Drone is my community. Goggles and rotors and FPV, props and motors and ESCs, gimbals and cameras are what we used to fly. Sharing stories and swapping tales, amazing triumphs and epic fails. But will you know if you don't ever try? Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. Spin up your props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Ready, set, drone. 'Cause Ready, set, drone will always fly with me. Flying fast and flying free. Flying with friends is the life for me. 'Cause Ready, set, drone is my community. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. Spin up the props and plug in your phone. Fly with us and we think you'll agree. Ready, set, drone, ready, set, drone. What's the point of flying alone? Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so free. Flying with friends will make you feel so free.